Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and sparkling streams, there lived a young girl named May. May was no ordinary girl. She had a wild imagination and a heart full of dreams. Her days were spent exploring the lush forests and meadows that surrounded her home, where she would gather wildflowers, chase butterflies, and listen to the whispers of the wind. But what May loved most of all was painting. With her simple brush and a few pots of color, she would bring to life the scenes she imagined, filling her small room with vibrant landscapes and cheerful creatures. One day, as May wandered through the woods, she stumbled upon an old, gnarled tree with a hollow trunk. Curiosity piqued, she approached it and peered inside. To her surprise, she found a dusty, ornate paintbrush lying there, its bristles shimmering with a strange light. As she picked it up, a warm sensation coursed through her fingers, and she felt a surge of energy. This was no ordinary paintbrush. It was magical. Excited, May rushed home, eager to test her newfound treasure. That evening, under the soft glow of her lantern, May dipped the brush into her paint and began to create. She painted a beautiful garden filled with flowers of every color imaginable. As she finished the last stroke, something extraordinary happened. The painted flowers began to shimmer and glow, and before her astonished eyes, they burst forth from the canvas and filled her room with their sweet fragrance. May gasped in delight, realizing that whatever she painted with this magic brush would come to life. Over the next few days, May's life transformed. She painted fruit trees that bore ripe, juicy apples, and they appeared in her yard, providing her family with food. She painted a sparkling river, and suddenly, a stream flowed through the village, bringing water to the thirsty crops. The villagers were amazed by the wonders that seemed to spring forth from May's imagination. They marveled at the vibrant flowers, the lush greenery, and the joyful animals that danced around them. May was hailed as a hero, and her heart swelled with pride and happiness. But as time passed, May began to notice something troubling. The villagers, once hardworking and resourceful, started to rely on her magic brush for everything. They no longer tended their gardens, fixed their homes, or helped one another. Instead, they waited for May to paint their desires into existence. The joy of creation faded from their lives, replaced by a sense of entitlement and laziness. May watched as her beloved village transformed from a bustling community into a place where people sat idle, expecting her to solve all their problems with a mere stroke of her brush. One day, as she painted a beautiful sunset, May felt a pang of sadness. She realized that while her magic brush had brought beauty to the village, it had also taken away the villagers' spirit and determination. They had forgotten the joy of hard work and the satisfaction of achieving something on their own. With a heavy heart, May decided that it was time to teach the villagers a lesson. The next morning, she gathered everyone in the village square and announced, "Today, I will paint something truly special for all of you." The villagers, excited and eager, gathered around, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. May took a deep breath and began to paint a magnificent mural on the largest wall of the square. She painted a scene of the villagers working together, planting seeds, harvesting crops, and helping one another. It was a beautiful tapestry of community and collaboration. As she finished the last stroke, the villagers leaned in, their eyes wide with wonder. But instead of the vibrant scene coming to life as it had before, something unexpected happened. The paint shimmered and sparkled, but then it faded away, leaving only the image of the mural on the wall. Confused, the villagers looked at May, who smiled gently and said, "This is not a magic that can be given to you. This is a magic that comes from within. It is the magic of hard work, friendship, and perseverance." The villagers were silent for a moment, absorbing her words. Then, one by one, they began to understand. They realized that they had allowed their reliance on May's magic to overshadow their own abilities. Inspired by the mural, they picked up their tools and began to work together. They planted gardens, built homes, and created art of their own. Slowly but surely, the village came back to life, filled with laughter, cooperation, and a renewed sense of purpose. Mai watched with joy as her friends rediscovered their passions and talents. She no longer felt the weight of their expectations, for she knew that true magic lay not in the brush, but in the hearts of the people. As the village flourished, she continued to paint, but now she painted not to create for them, but to inspire them. Her art became a celebration of their hard work and unity. From that day on, the villagers learned to cherish their own abilities and to support one another. They understood that while magic could bring beauty into their lives, it was their own efforts that would sustain it. And May, with her magic paintbrush, became a symbol of creativity and inspiration, reminding everyone that the greatest magic of all is the power to create and to believe in oneself. As the sun set over the village, casting a warm glow on the fields and homes, May smiled, knowing that she had not just painted a picture, but had helped paint a brighter future for her village. And so, every night, as the stars twinkled above, the villagers would gather to share stories of their adventures, their dreams, and their creations, forever grateful for the magic that had changed their lives.